Morning, guys. How you doing this morning? Ooh, it's a beautiful morning. I've been seeing a lot of stuff online about how you're not supposed to spray paint styrofoam, and I'm here to talk about that today. And maybe talk about a few other things and maybe make a little art. This is a new kind of video for this channel. Hopefully you guys like it. So when I was a kid, I found out one day playing with spray paint in my parents' basement that if you spray paint styrofoam, and this is an actual piece of styrofoam, if you spray paint styrofoam with regular old spray paint, something happens. And the more you spray, the more it happens. There's a solvent in the spray paint that is dissolving the little tiny plastic bubbles that make up the styrofoam. It reminds me a lot of the movie Aliens. Sorry to talk about a scary movie, but it was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Aliens. The alien in the movie, don't watch it, it's too scary, all right? But I'll tell you what happens. The alien cannot be killed by normal means. The alien has acid for blood. And if you shoot it and stuff, acid everywhere. It's gonna burn through the hull of the ship. Oh my gosh, it's gonna burn through your buddy. It's gonna burn through everything. It's gonna burn a hole clear through stuff. You see, I was kind of thinking that I would have to go get the black spray paint for this demonstration. I don't need to demonstrate to get the black spray paint this morning. Look at what we got going on here. You can imagine no one wants to have all of the insulation in their basement, the styrofoam insulation spray painted and all looking like an alien got shot by some space marines and sprayed his acid blood everywhere. No. But is there some sort of a way that I can do something with this? Interesting. Some art with this. There's a way to make art with everything. Any kind of like mistake that you make, any kind of like stupid thing you notice, anything can be used somehow in a different way to make stuff. It can be used somehow, if you think about it, to make art. All art is taking what we have and making it better. My idea. I've got the spray paint. By the way, quick little mini lesson. Spray paint isn't like some kind of like a magical gas paint. To be honest, as a kid, I thought that a can of spray paint was filled up with another kind of a form of paint. I thought that like there's liquid paint that comes in like bottles, right? Or cans, like a paint can. Then there's like gooier paint that comes in a tube. And then there's like this other state of matter of paint, right? This is what I thought. It's like a gas paint. I figured it was like, it's like some sort of a, like, I don't know how they do it. But they make the paint into a gas. No, that's not what they do. There's no such thing as paint gas. No, instead, what it is, this is filled up with liquid paint. All the liquid paint is down here on the bottom. There is a straw that goes all the way from that little nozzle up here, all the way down to the bottom. You have to hold the can upright so that the paint is at the bottom, the liquid paint. If you kind of hold it like this, you can feel the paint sloshing around. What's that noise inside of there? That's a little marble. Definitely do not cut a can of spray paint open. It is highly pressurized. That would be crazy. Think about that. It's not filled with gas, but it's not filled with paint gas, but it is filled with a propellant. This propellant makes these cans very pressurized. Do not ever cut a spray paint can, ever, without adult supervision or somebody that is wearing safety goggles, that is going to pretend to be an adult and is going to be taking all the responsibility for any kind of shrapnel or injuries or, you know, paint crap going everywhere. Disclaimer. Inside of there, that's what's inside of there, is a little tiny marble floating around in that paint. And then up above the paint is what's interesting. Above the paint is a pressurized gas. The gas is pushing down on the paint. So if you press that, what it's going to do, it's going to let the gas push from the top down and push on the paint. Where can the paint go? The paint can't go out the bottom. There's no hole. Instead, the paint is going to have to go up that straw. If that valve is open, paint is liquid. The propellant is what the gas is. Don't sit there and spray the can of spray paint upside down. That is ridiculous. You're wasting the propellant, and the propellant, if it goes, there's really not a good way to get the paint out of that can. There's really no way. You just ruined the can. Why did you do that? Anyway, as for art, what I'm thinking is, yeah, when I spray this, it eats through. Look, it's almost eating through that. It's like continually eating through. I think we would have to throw some sort of a neutralizing agent on it or something. But what I'm thinking though is, what if instead of just spraying it right on there, what if we put some stuff on there to kind of mask off areas? Like so, right here. What if that's right there? What if this is right here? What are you making art from? What are you making art from? I'm making art from trash, actually. How about it? How about it? We're making art from trash today. Uh-oh, I think I'm about to learn something. There's a little bit of water inside of this pot. I already know what will happen if I spray and it doesn't go certain places. It's gonna look pretty cool. But what's gonna happen when it hits that water? That's gonna be interesting. Let's find out together, though, you know? Why not? So. Well, the water kind of just blew away. Can you kind of imagine what this is gonna look like? I've got a pretty good idea, but I mean, obviously, the medium kind of does itself and stuff like this. There's certain art forms, there's certain art medium where the medium kind of has to be respected to be allowed to do its own thing. Say watercolor's one. You as excited about how this is going to look as I am? Because I'm pretty excited. I think this is going to be pretty cool, actually. Is it going to be as beautiful as the day is today? It might be. It might actually be. You know, I've wondered if maybe if you make art on beautiful days, does it somehow capture the beauty of the day? Is it recorded somehow in the artwork? This is going to do something kind of cool. I don't know exactly what it's going to do, but I've done a couple of other things with this, and I'll show you what kind of things I've done. I'm actually going to have something showing in an art gallery based on this idea of like really like, it was just kind of a destructive idea that I did when I was a little kid, spray painting styrofoam. I turned this into something that's like actually kind of an art form. Now, is this whole video like explaining to you how to do this? I guess kind of, sort of, but that's not at all what I want you to do. I don't want you to steal my art. You're not allowed to, actually. Try. You to do this, don't try this at home, but what have I done? Like, what if I like cut out little letter stencils? Do you know what this is spelling? Respect. I think I grabbed those letters in the right order. I lost the T. I actually, I'm going to be having an artwork and hanging in a gallery where I took those letters and then I just arranged them on there and then spray painted. That's all I did. I mean, do I want you to do that? No, I don't want you to do that. Don't do that. But notice little things that you do or little things that are around you and ask yourself, how can I make this into art? This is my thing. This is the thing I noticed. Better not take it. This isn't the real one. This is actually a joke one that I made. If you've ever seen the Ollie G, that's a joke from that. This is a sign. It looks kind of like it's like carved stone or something. This is a cool art form. You better not take it. You better not try to do this. As you can see, this one is like kind of like done the other way, sunken in. How did he do that? How did he do that? How does he do that? There's even another thing that I've started trying to do with this, and this that's printmaking. Printmaking is something that I didn't really do much since college, but you know, gotta push yourself, gotta try new kinds of art, right? Gotta try new kinds of stuff. So I call this new art form that I'm about to show you, I call it alien blood printmaking. So what if I've used those letters and I printed them backwards on there, so that way it says words backwards with backwards letters, and then I got ink and I just rolled the ink all over it. Roll, completely cover it with ink. Look, you can see the lower spots where the alien blood is eaten aren't taking the ink. So that way when I lay paper over top of it, voila, alien blood printmaking. Definitely my kind of art, alien blood stuff. Space Marine art. Burning insulation art. Making prints. Anyway, lots of videos will tell you not to spray paint styrofoam, and this is another one. You better not spray paint styrofoam because this is my deal. You better find your own deal. You better find something else that's interesting, because this is interesting to me, and if it's interesting to you, then you need to pay me for this art. What am I gonna do? Give me some ideas. What am I gonna do with this giant styrofoam? I guess it was like a shooting target or something. I'm like into styrofoam right now, and I saw it at Goodwill and I had to have it. What am I gonna do with it though? Am I gonna spray paint it or what? Look at that artwork that I made for today. Let's take off the things that I was using to mask it, and let's see what it turned out to look like. So here it is. Let's see. That looks pretty cool so far. Try not to get paint all over your hands. Ooh. Which way do you hold it, actually? Wow, that's kind of cool. Modern art to hang on the wall. Maybe. Some may say, is it art? Let's look at it from a couple different angles. Let's see which angle is art. Tell me which angle is art. When's it art? When does it become art? I'm feeling like that. I don't know, you know, sometimes you gotta look at stuff from a different point of view. I feel like that's pretty arty. Look. Taking some pictures of this. That's another one. There we go. Like that one. I'm just not digging it this way. I don't know. It's not as much. Not as much. Which way is it art? What do you think? What should I do with that giant cube? There are a lot of decisions to make. you guys have a great day. I hope you have a really great day, honestly. I hope you have the kind of day that I'm gonna have, because I'm gonna make my day. Hey gang, just going through and editing this video. I think it's pretty great. If you really agree, then tell your friends, like and subscribe. I'm over 400 subscribers right now. I think I could get over 500 this summer if I keep making videos like this. Also, if you just hate seeing my face and hate listening to me talk, then you know, go eat some broccoli or something.